Hi, fellow traders. A slightly better day today. No red trade, so that's always a good day in my book. Plus, I didn't want to end. I didn't want to have three red trades in a row because I think three in a row is a streak, and I don't want to start a streak, especially a red one. So I want to start a green streak. So didn't make a lot of money today, but I decided that I'm going to take what the market gives me. I'm not going to sit here and wait and watch a stock turn on me and watch the momentum change without actually taking profits. So I changed my approach a little bit to reflect the market that I'm trading in. So WBA was the first trade I took. It was a reversal. My watch list got blown up early, so there's really no plays on it. So this was the first reversal that I saw. Really wanted to catch it off of 13. I don't know why I'm not getting as good of entries as I really want, but it's still a decent entry. 84.95 versus 85, 13. I still got, less than a 20 cent move up to, this level of resistance. But didn't get a strong enough move. When I first got in, I was concerned about the 200 right here because, a lot of times this will serve as support, but it blew through it on the way up. So it didn't really hold as resistance. So I was concerned about it and really should have taken some profit here when it hit the 200, but I didn't. Just kind of held on, and the 200 was trending down, so that was kind of a plus for me. But then you can see the 9 and the VWAP started ramping up. The 20 was still trending up, so I was concerned for this trade. So I went ahead and took some off here at 70, and when it came and closed back above this level of support, I went ahead and took it off. I didn't stick to my regular stop. Now, had I stuck to this stop, I'd have still been in this trade for this move down. And this was a beautiful move down, all the way down to this second level of support. And I missed this whole move right here because I got shook out here. And it only because of the way the market has been did I take this off, because I would have left this thing on and let it run, but I didn't. Just a mistake in judgment. I'm letting what happened the last 2 days cloud my judgment. What you shouldn't do, you should let the chart tell you, what it wants to do. This was not the level I based my trade off of. This was. And this should have been the proper stop. There was no indication that this thing was going to push up. It was basing on this level, but that doesn't mean it's going to push off of it. It could do just what it did. Sold off, blew through VWAP. We had a spot here on the 20 that held up for a minute, and then it just came on down. Held up at 84 on this level, and then it washed out to this level. And this was just a beautiful top reversal that I did not trade well. We don't see these that often, but we're not seeing these that often right now. So just botched the trade on it. Think I got less than $100 on this trade. It was a higher price ticker, and I started looking at higher price tickers and just taking smaller position size, because those are the ones that seem to be making these moves, the ones that I like. And I can't size up on them so that I could take profit like I want to, but I didn't have to be in big enough size, to take a point and a half. Didn't have to be. But missed out on that trade. The next one I took was, let's see, CELG. And this was another top reversal. I kind of took it in no man's land. I'm expecting it to lose this level. This was something I jumped in a little too soon. Just was not thinking properly. Was thinking that this level was not gonna hold as support. It was gonna, fall back, and it kind of did. I took profit here at the 9, and right here on the way to the 9, I took some a little early here at 34, and then eventually took some more here at 23. And when it turned to go back the other way, I got out at 60. It was trending up pretty good, and it kind of reclaimed the 9 here. So that was a good out for me. Just got the break even. Made right at $100 on this trade. So like I said, I can't size up, but I can make my daily goal $100 at a time, and that's all I can ask for at this point. APC was another reversal that I took, and you can see here. Come on. This is going to be a top reversal, and I was taking it off of this level here, 45.90. That was the level that I was basing this trade off of. We did get a little pullback, but not much follow through. It bounced, went up to 46, I think high of 46.01, and came back. I was still holding it. I was looking at this upper deviation band, and this I felt would hold as a resistance, and it did. At the stop, turn back around, and this was where I should have gotten in, somewhere in here, but I waited and waited and waited until I got to the 20. I should have added. I wouldn't say got in. I could have added a little bit more to my position size, but I didn't. Could have thrown a couple hundred more shares at it, but took profit here at the 20, and then ended up taking some here in the 40s, I think around 44, and then ended up closing my position here at 31. Could only get in 1,000 shares on it, so not a big dollar gain. This wasn't the cleanest of moves. It was a decent move, but it wasn't the cleanest of moves. But helped me, and ended up helping me have a pretty good day, because this is the one that I made the most money on. There was one more reversal that I really wanted to take, and it was WDR. I was watching it first off of this level, then this level, then I was looking at 22, and then possibly down to 21.69, but it started reversing on 22. I wasn't at my computer when this thing came to go. Plus, I was getting ready to go pick up, and make the carpool run. But I definitely would have taken this off of 22, and it made a pretty decent 50-cent move up. I probably could have caught 40 cents of that move, but what can you do? Just put yourself in the best positions you can at the right time. Maximize your profit. If you can't, if you miss it, then be fine with it. Don't revenge trade. Don't go chasing somebody else's waterfall. Just focus on doing you. And that's what I've been doing. Going through what I'm having to go through is just one of the things you go through as a trader. Right here, Monday I was down 181.97. Tuesday down 170.22. And then today, 604.31 is what I picked up. This may change because sometimes the sure trader tacks on a couple more fees that they didn't show earlier in the day. And when I go on iBoss in the morning, I usually don't make as much as I had intentionally or originally thought had made. But like I said, that's the nature of the business. It's what we're in. Last thing I'm gonna share, my swing trade on CPXX. Was really excited today to watch it. Was running in pre-market and really expected it to finish stronger than this. And I expected twice as much volume. Still got at least a million share bump over the last couple days, but nothing like what I had anticipated. But tomorrow morning will tell if this thing gaps down below this level. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off and take my profit. And if we do get a close above this late, tomorrow, confirming this move, then I may add back. There's nothing wrong with taking profit now and then adding back, once it actually makes the move that you can possibly make more money off of. So that was it for today. I'm still going to be watching this closely. The hardest thing to do when you're learning how to swing trade is not to manage your swing trades intraday. You keep an eye on it. If it's washed out to below 1270, then I'm gonna have to get rid of it. So we'll see how the morning brings. Still up on the trade. We'll still have a decent money coming in for the week, and I wouldn't have to worry so much about making my weekly goal. But we'll see what happens. I hope everybody had a great day. Hope you have a great evening, a great morning if you're on the other side of the world. And I'll see everybody tomorrow in chat.